Boys, I want to ask you about a current trend that's starting to pop up in college football. So, Cam Rising announces that he is returning for year 7 at Utah. I mean, straight Tommy boy. Richard, a lot of people go to college for 7 years. And I mean, you look around now, dude, it's not just him, right? Sam Hartman's old as hell. Stetson Bennett was like 25 last year when he was balling. You got Carson Beck saying he's coming back. Quinn Ewers, maybe he's coming back. We're seeing older and older quarterbacks sticking around in college football. Some people are saying, is this right? Because kids are held back in high school. They're getting extra years now. Like, is it ridiculous that we have 20 and 24, 25-year-old men playing with like some 18 and 20-year-old kids? What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, is it right? That's an interesting conversation. I mean, the age isn't a big deal either. Like, we played BYU in college, and like those guys go on a mission trip for like 3 or 4 years. They were all married with kids and had like 401ks. So the age thing that's a whole different deal. I just wonder if we could take this conversation and think about where we're headed in college football as a whole, because this helps a group of people. It helps the TVs. It helps the teams look better because they have a proven quarterback. Like, after 4 or 5 years in college, you are who you are. Like, you're not just all of a sudden going to become an elite, top draft pick. Cam Rising is who he is. But as I look at where we're going with conference realignment, I look at some of the schedules in the Big Ten next year. Like, for example, Penn State plays Ohio State, UCLA, at USC, Wisconsin, and then Oregon, 5 weeks in a row next year. Like, you are talking about 18 to 22-year-old kids. Their bodies are not built to go through that grueling of a schedule. So I wonder if we find more reasons to justify this, to keep more veteran players in college that maybe aren't good enough for the NFL, but are still damn good college players, so we can maintain quality players on brands to help better the TV products.
I'm out on all that. Let me say this. I'm 29 years old. Jake, you're 28, right? Like, Stetson Bennett, within 3 or 4 years of us, is a wild thing. Last time I was on a college campus was in 2015, right? Like, that was 8 years ago. It is crazy to me. I also think if we're going to do this and we're going to let guys play for 7 years, there's a dude out there who's playing on his 8th or 9th year, which is go get a job. That is crazy behavior to me. But the reality is we need to start breaking these things up. We were having the conversation about the Heisman, Biletnikoff, all these awards. They should have like a 4 years and under and then a 5+ years in college category for each of these awards, right? Sam Hartman worked his way into the Heisman conversation midway through the season. My man is grown. There is no shot that we should be having the same conversation about him as we're having about a potential redshirt sophomore. That is ridiculous to me. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Teams do become better. I agree with that. But this is out of hand. 7 years is too long to be in college playing sports. It's ridiculous.
Mike, I wish, or I guess I bet you would have wished you could have gotten an extra year out of Hendon Hooker, huh?
Yeah, no, I was about to say I went to college for 8 years, and look how I turned out. But no, I think I think you guys are wrong, because the way I've been advocating for this for a long time. I think 6th year should become standard in college football if you want to take it. And I'll make this argument because you look at teams like Georgia and Alabama dominate the sport. People get fatigued with that. They got all the best players. They got the future NFL players. Whereas a team like Arkansas, maybe you can make a run with a collection of 6-year players, a South Carolina, a Minnesota. If it hits right at the right time, and maybe Ohio State's full of sophomores, I think that gives hopes to these teams that is not full of NFL future players.
Yeah, man, look, I think it's good for the game at the end of the day as well. I certainly understand the counter arguments or the argument of fairness, but it maybe falls on the deaf ears when it comes to the product, right? Like, what do I want to watch? And it's what Mike's saying. Like, if you look at the NFL, what is every single rule change, every adjustment that they've made to the game, what is it all in pursuit of? It's in pursuit of keeping the quarterbacks on the field. Because, like, if you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan this week, shout out AJ McCarron, here from Unrivals later this week. But if you're a Bengals fan this week, like, it feels like your world has ended. Like, all of a sudden your entire year feels like it's over, right? And if you're a fan of a college team and let's say you don't have a great quarterback coming in and this is the pre-transfer portal era, well, sorry, that year's done now because you just don't have a guy that could play. Like, who knows what Notre Dame would have been without Sam Hartman this year. So I like it, but I also love college football. So selfishly, I want whatever gives us the best team.